Vibing with individuals with the same mindset, heart set, soul set, and health set as you will influence your output. The 5 a.m. Club narrates the coming together of 3 individuals leading 3 distinct lives. One was an artist, yet to unlock his true potential. The second was an entrepreneur on the verge of losing all she had worked for. And the third looked very much like a homeless man. They met in an optimization seminar anchored by a well-known pseudo-guru, the Spellbinder. Halfway through his powerful presentation, the Spellbinder collapsed, and what ensued afterward will take you down a path that will forever change your life and the lives of the 3 main characters. In the midst of the ruckus caused by the Spellbinder's collapse, these 3 people got talking. While at it, the entrepreneur and the artist could not help but notice how the homeless man carried himself. His words and charisma contradicted his looks. The homeless-looking man spoke of his vast wealth and how he became successful by following the principles of the Spellbinder, which had helped him transcend the norm. He spoke of his knack for surrounding himself with people and things that value the importance of quality. He asserted that this decision had helped him preserve his peace and revamp his joy. It's dangerous to spend time with people who drain your energy. In this summary, you'll learn the importance of avoiding people and things that zap your energy and discover a morning routine that will allow you to master your life and birth the hero within you. Take excellent care of the front end of your day, and the rest of your day will pretty much take care of itself. Own your morning. Elevate your life. Robin Sharma. Key point 2. The source of true wealth and fulfillment that leads to living a better life. The artist and the entrepreneur listened as the homeless man told them how he had come to see that service to humanity was the sole motivation of all the people who had left an imprint on history. You can find true wealth and fulfillment by helping and inspiring others. In addition, he condemned today's social economy that thrives on the narratives that people need to grow up to become successful. He clarified with his opinion that we often forget to appreciate trivial things, and, in contrast, grow accustomed to the ordinary. Appearances can be deceiving. What is underneath truly counts. The artist and the entrepreneur, interested in the life and ideas of their new acquaintance, later met up with the billionaire to begin an eye-opening mentorship. Their new teacher first and foremost enunciated the importance of getting up at 5 a.m. and kick-starting tasks that would eventually fuel the day. He told them that he had discovered his ability to capitalize on this strategy had helped him live an above-average life. Starting your day in the solitude best accessed in the morning will help you retain the focus you need to optimize your daily tasks. According to this billionaire, who appeared homeless at first, generating high-quality output is one of the benefits of joining the 5 a.m. Club. While drawing on his ascent from mediocrity to the exceptional, the billionaire went on to inform his guests of how he had learned to block all sources of distraction. He backed this argument up with findings by neuroscientists that our peak mental state is where our reasoning heightens, which drives our perceptive capacity to an all-new level. Combining this powerful state with a proven methodology, which the billionaire termed the 20-20-20 formula, would improve your prosperity, productivity, and performance. This concept helped the billionaire develop his cognitive sense and become a visionary thinker. It is well to be up before daybreak, for such habits contribute to health, wealth, and wisdom. Aristotle. The following day, at precisely 5 a.m., the 3 gathered again, and the billionaire unveiled the first teaching centered on generating better awareness, choices, and decisions. After the revelation, the tycoon asserted that the most successful people have unlocked their capacity to be as meticulous as possible. This characteristic separates the successful few from those who do not invest their all into their work. Key point 3. The most successful people dedicate their time to the tiniest of details. People who invest their energy and effort into worthwhile causes have a much more solid plan that they generally stick to. They know where to put their resources and how to use them in the most efficient way possible. As such, your output determines who you are. Individuals who have learned to value their unique personalities would never give outputs that are below average. And so, top performers, producers, and professionals sweat to reach perfection, regardless of the time it takes. On the other hand, average people choose to dedicate their time to work just for financial reward or fame. This assertion is why some artists would copy financially successful styles rather than create unique ones that would reinvigorate their artistry. The next lesson centered on awareness of the inevitability of death and how it steers us into the realm of the living. We tend to remember the distractions of technologies and social media platforms when we realize that we need more time to do extraordinary feats. And so, we should hold life's fragility as a constant reminder that we are not here forever. We must make meaning of our little time here. Chase your dreams like a brave soul, and forego trivial things. It is here that the mogul revealed 4 hidden secrets of history makers. Capitalization IQ, freedom from distractions, personal mastery practices, day stacking. Firstly, history makers have capitalization IQ, a concept coined by popular psychologist James Flynn. This idea defines the fine line between talent and hard work. We do not remember history makers by how much talent they had or have, but by how much of their potential they could unlock. You must learn to identify your talents, open them, and put in work to improve them. This simple fact negates the geniuses are born narrative. Yet, people that had once come up short in their field and gone to do great things are living proof that hard work trumps raw talent. Key point 4. Your ability to free yourself from dead weight will allow you to increase your productivity tremendously. The second secret of history makers is that they have cultivated the art of freedom from distractions. In other words, they chose to focus on only meaningful activities. Organizations are losing money because their employees and executives are less fixated on their duties. We tend to undermine ourselves when we have too many irrelevant things eating up our time. It's important to prioritize your tasks and know when to relax and when to work. It's also beneficial to eliminate unproductive activities. The modern world is full of distractions, so we must train our focus as much as possible. The only way to remain unperturbed by the many distractions in today's world is to screen the things that require our attention. Third, history makers focus on personal mastery practices. These people have worked relentlessly on perfecting their skills, and we revere them as geniuses. Like them, you can work your way up the ladder of success by giving your all to becoming great. Cultivate yourself at different levels until you can change your outlook on life and your place in it. When it comes to cultivating oneself, there are 4 main aspects: the mindset, psychology; the heart set, emotionality; the soul set, spirituality; and the health set, physicality. All these levels of our being should undergo constant training early in the morning, preferably from 5 a.m. to 6 a.m. Finally, history makers focus on day stacking. Instead of concentrating on big wins and transformation, they have found ways to improve daily until these refinements stack over time into a monstrous change. Changing your entire life can feel overwhelming, but modifying daily routines is a very achievable task to do. Write down the things you want to change, compile a plan, decide on the activities and the timing, and start working towards a better life. Key point 5. Leave your comfort zone to unlock your true potential and develop the fortitude success requires. At 5 a.m., he picked up his guests in a helicopter for a field trip. He later announced that they were heading back to the airport and their next destination was Agra, India. During their exhilarating experience at the Taj Mahal, he disclosed another factor separating the successes from the failures. He had come to understand that successful people chose to do those things that the average person would find difficult, and they repeated those painstaking tasks until they became habits. Your brain will continue to grow only throughout your lifetime if you challenge yourself to expand your horizons and leave your comfort zone. However, the mogul pointed out that this method requires a constant process with specific phases and no shortcuts. His approach requires constant attention, and adopters must go through each phase as there are no shortcuts. Your willpower can adapt to whatever limitations you set up. By boosting your worldview, you'll develop your brain even further. It is vital to escape your comfort zone, to unlock your true potential and build the fortitude to do what success entails. Your comfort zone limits you, keeping you on the same ground you're used to. It's necessary to make some changes if you want to succeed. We tend to give in to our weaknesses halfway through a polarizing journey of self-discovery. But first, they had to mold their emotions, bodies, souls, and spirits to the winning way. Without that flexibility, they could not have accomplished half of what they had achieved. Did you know? The ancient brain gets triggered when the body leaves its comfort zone. Then, as we raise our expertise and lift our influence, our brains get frightened by the change. Key point 6. It is not enough to wake up early. It is what you wake up early to do that makes the difference. The morning after the empowering session in India, the trio relocated to Rome, where he gave his final speech, an expository on the 20-20-20 formula. The basics of the 20-20-20 formula require dedicating the first 20 minutes of your morning to exercising, the second 20 minutes to meditation and an in-depth reflection, then to learning for the final 20 minutes. To back up this routine, starting your day with activities that make you sweat will help you reduce your cortisol, the fear hormone. Once you have dialed down this hormone, you can take on the challenges the day might throw at you. In addition, exercising releases cell-repairing BDNF, brain-derived neuropathic factor. These and many other benefits will help you get ahead when others are still in their beds. Reflect on your present blessings. Every man has many, not on your past misfortunes. All men have some. Embrace solitude while finding the inner peace that cuts through the chaos in your life. Also, outline the tasks and activities that should attract a chunk of your time that day. This strategy will help you maintain your focus throughout the day and stop you from participating in less relevant activities. The 20 minutes reflection pocket could help you overcome frustrations, disappointments, and resentments that could tarnish your progress. You will learn to break free from this toxic emotional state by outlining them daily. Negative emotions are frequently tough to manage and cloud your judgment tremendously. Harnessing them will for sure improve the quality of your life. The last 20-minute period of the first hour is the perfect time to expand your capacity and learn how to increase your expertise. Key point 7. Sleep deprivation and oversleeping will erode your productivity, performance, and health. While in the Roman catacombs, underground tunnels where the ancient Romans buried their dead, the billionaire stated that his next lesson would touch on the essentialness of slumber. So it was only fitting to have that session in a location where the occupants were in a permanent, deep sleep. This session explored the negatives of technologies that deprive us of our sleep time. How you spend the latter part of the day is as vital as how you spend the early amount. Staying up late at night makes it difficult to wake up by 5 a.m. to capitalize on the 20-20-20 formula. In turn, this will erode your productivity, performance, and health. Lack of sleep impairs productivity, minimizes performance, reduces general happiness, and erodes health. Just as sleep deprivation shrinks performance and life cycle, researchers have discovered that oversleeping is detrimental to well-being. Therefore, you must find a balance. The spellbinder asserted that 7 hours of sleep is ideal. Once you get a good sleep and practice your optimization routines in the early morning, you should focus on specific tasks for the first hour and a half of work. When doing this, fight the urge to entertain any distractions, and subsequently, find time to rest between long stretches of work. Overworking yourself will only drain your energy and decrease your productivity. A good rest, on the other hand, will keep your creative juices flowing. You can also use this time to learn new things that will expand your horizons. Did you know? Melatonin is the chemical that informs your body to get sleep. When you sleep, the key here is not only the quantity of sleep, but the quality of your sleep states. Your neurons shrink by 60% as cerebral spinal fluid washes through your brain. Conclusion. The teachings of the billionaire and the spellbinder clarify what it takes to become great in your industry. There are no shortcuts to success, so you should optimize your mornings, improve your daily output, and change how you see your work and its impact on the world. Everyone gets the same amount of time daily, but how we spend this time differs from one person to another. The first hour between 5 a.m. and 6 a.m. should focus on sharpening your body, mind, emotion, and spirit. This fueling gives you the energy you need to be effective throughout the day. Consistent practice forms the habit of excellence. Developing a new habit can be difficult because our brains resist change. We must work through the fear to reach a sweet spot of success. True mavericks and trailblazers have found it hard to fit into everyday lifestyles to the detriment of their relationships. However, adopting this life-changing concept is possible while identifying and avoiding the obstacles that could break the way you communicate with the people around you. Pay attention to the little things because they make a big difference in life. Get good sleep and constantly add value to yourself to provide value for a more extended period. You can change your daily routine to sideline digital interruptions and help you focus on the essential things. Try this. Aim to be asleep by 10 p.m. so you can start your day by 5 a.m. This practice will help you take advantage of the solitude and tranquility of mornings to optimize your body, soul, and mind.